Welcome to today's lecture on the Crimean War. This conflict, lasting from 1853 to 1856, pitted the Russian Empire against an alliance of the Ottoman Empire, France, Britain, and Sardinia. Although often overshadowed by later conflicts, the Crimean War set important precedents in modern warfare, diplomacy, and medical care. Let's dive in to explore what led to this war, the major events that unfolded, and the lasting impact it had on European history. The Crimean War has complex roots tied to religious, political, and imperial rivalries. Let's begin with the long-standing tensions in the region. Key points explain the Russian Empire's ambition to expand its influence into Ottoman territories, which provided access to warmer ports in the Black Sea and eventually the Mediterranean. Detail the religious tension between Orthodox Christians, supported by Russia, and Catholics backed by France, over control of holy sites in Jerusalem and Bethlehem. Sir Nicholas I saw the Ottoman Empire as the sick man of Europe, and believed Russia had a divine duty to protect Orthodox Christians. Growing concerns in Britain and France over Russian expansion into Ottoman lands. This led to their alliance to counter Russian power in Europe. In 1853, these simmering tensions came to a head, leading to the outbreak of war. Key points. In 1853, Russia invades the Ottoman provinces of Moldavia and Wallachia, present-day Romania, prompting the Ottoman Empire to declare war. Describe the Battle of Sinop, where the Russian Navy destroyed an Ottoman fleet, sparking outrage in Europe and prompting Britain and France to declare war on Russia. In March 1854, Sardinia joined the alliance in 1855, hoping to gain European support for its own ambitions in Italy. Mention how the Black Sea region became the primary theater of war, with battles fought over strategic fortresses and supply lines. The most significant and longest battle of the Crimean War was the Siege of Sebastopol. Key points. Describe the strategic importance of Sebastopol, a heavily fortified Russian naval base on the Black Sea. British and French forces landed in Crimea and marched toward Sebastopol, marking the start of a brutal siege that would last over a year. Highlight key battles in this campaign, including the Battle of Alma, the Battle of Balaclava, known for the infamous charge of the Light Brigade, and the Battle of Inkerman. Discuss the intense conditions faced by soldiers, the mud, disease, and supply shortages that plagued both sides. The Crimean War also marked significant advancements in military medicine and technology. Key points. Introduce Florence Nightingale, the lady with the lamp, who improved sanitary conditions in hospitals, drastically reducing the death rate among wounded soldiers. Discuss how her work laid the foundation for modern nursing practices. Mention the role of war correspondence and early photography, such as the work of Roger Fenton, which brought the horrors of war to the public for the first time. New military technology, including rifled artillery and explosive shells, shifted battlefield strategies and demonstrated the future of warfare. After nearly a year-long siege, Sebastopol finally fell, signaling the end of the war. Key points. In September 1855, Allied forces managed to capture Sebastopol after intense fighting, effectively ending Russian resistance. Describe the toll of the war on all sides, including the staggering casualties from battle and disease. Explain how Russia, exhausted and diplomatically isolated, agreed to negotiate peace. The Treaty of Paris, signed in 1856, formally ended the Crimean War, but it left unresolved tensions across Europe. Key points. Terms of the Treaty of Paris. Russia returned occupied territories and agreed to neutralize the Black Sea, preventing warships from entering. The Ottoman Empire's independence was formally recognized by European powers, temporarily curtailing Russian expansion. Highlight how this war set the stage for future conflicts in Europe, particularly with the emerging nationalist movements and rivalries that would eventually lead to World War I. The Crimean War may not be as well known today, but its legacy endures. Key points summarize the impacts, how it influenced modern warfare with new technologies, laid the groundwork for military and medical reforms, and shaped the alliances and conflicts of the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Mention the lasting recognition of Florence Nightingale and the role of the press in shaping public opinion on war. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the Crimean War. If you enjoyed this lecture, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more deep dives into history.